Welcome back to the channel, my friends. I'm honored you've joined me again today in this space where we don't just talk about ideas, we dig into what it means to live with awareness, with presence, and with depth. Whether you've been practicing for years or are just beginning to explore meditation and the spiritual path, you are truly welcome here. Today we dive into a subject that is often misunderstood in both spiritual circles and mainstream wellness culture. Why is sitting meditation not about relaxing the body, but about awakening the mind? In recent years, meditation has become popularized across the globe. Apps, retreats, wellness centers, and even corporations are teaching mindfulness and breathwork as tools for stress reduction, and that's wonderful. Truly, it's a doorway. But if we stay at the level of relaxation, we risk missing the real gift that meditation offers. Meditation, as taught in the wisdom traditions of Buddhism and many ancient paths, is not primarily about calm, it's about clarity. Not about comfort, but about truth. It is not a technique to escape the world, but a mirror to see it and ourselves as we really are. So let's unpack this together. Why do so many people associate meditation with relaxation? And what happens when we go beyond that association? It makes sense that people come to meditation seeking relief. After all, the world is noisy. The mind is restless. The body carries tension. Meditation promises quiet, so we sit, breathe, try to let go, and for a few minutes, perhaps, we do feel a bit lighter. The mind slows, the breath deepens, the muscles soften, and we think, oh, this is it. This is what I need. But then, the next time we sit, something else happens. The thoughts won't stop. The body aches. Emotions surface. Doubt creeps in. Suddenly, it doesn't feel so relaxing anymore. And that's where many people get discouraged or give up. Here's the truth. That discomfort is not a mistake. It's a signal that you're beginning to see. The purpose of meditation is not to feel good, but to feel honestly. It's not to suppress the mind, but to observe it. It's not to erase your emotions, but to meet them with full presence. In this way, meditation becomes a sacred confrontation with our illusions, our patterns, our wounds, and ultimately, our deeper self. When you sit with no agenda, not trying to change anything, you begin to notice. You notice the tension in your shoulders that you've carried for years. You notice the loop of thoughts that plays every morning. You notice the sadness underneath the smile. And instead of running from it, you stay, you breathe, you witness. This is the beginning of awakening. Awakening doesn't mean we become superhuman. It doesn't mean we are always calm or always wise. It means we begin to see clearly. We see how the mind moves. We see how clinging leads to suffering. We see how our expectations create disappointment. And in that seeing, space opens. Space to respond instead of react. Space to let go. Space to be free. Let's look at the core stages of meditative insight that practitioners often experience on the path. First, we encounter the surface layer, the chaos. Thoughts racing, body fidgeting, emotions swirling. It feels like we are doing it wrong, but in truth, we are doing it right. This is what the untrained mind looks like. Meditation doesn't create the chaos, it reveals it. Then comes resistance. Boredom, impatience, the urge to check the phone, to get up, to escape. This too is the practice. Noticing the impulse, not following it, staying. Over time, we begin to drop beneath the surface. There's a quieting not forced, but natural. A slowing of breath, a widening of awareness. Thoughts still come, but we are less identified with them. We begin to see that we are not our thoughts. We are the awareness within which thoughts appear and disappear. Then, deeper insights arise. We see how desire pulls us, how aversion pushes us, how everything we experience is impermanent. A sound arises and fades, a sensation comes and goes, a thought appears and vanishes. Nothing stays. And in that recognition, the grip begins to loosen. We stop taking things so personally. We stop clinging so tightly. We begin to trust the flow of life. This is the movement from relaxation to awakening. And now, let's be clear, relaxation is not the enemy. In fact, a relaxed body supports deeper meditation. But it is not the goal, it's the gateway. When the body is at ease, the mind can be still. And in stillness, we see. Another misconception is that meditation is about having no thoughts, that the goal is a blank mind. This is not only unrealistic, it's unhelpful. The mind thinks. That's what it does. Meditation isn't about stopping thoughts. It's about not getting lost in them. Imagine sitting by a river. Thoughts are like leaves floating by. Most of the time, we jump in, grab a leaf, spin around in the current. Meditation teaches us to sit on the bank, to watch the leaves pass, to remain still, centered, aware. And what about the emotions that arise? Many people avoid meditation because they're afraid of what they'll feel. Grief, anger, guilt, fear. These emotions live in the body, and when we get still enough, they come to the surface. But this too is healing. Meditation gives us a safe space to meet our pain, not to fix it, but to feel it fully and let it move. When you sit with sorrow without judgment, it softens. When you breathe with fear without resistance, it transforms. When you allow anger without acting on it, it reveals its root. This is the alchemy of presence. Over time, your relationship to life begins to shift. You become less reactive, more spacious, more compassionate, not because you're trying, but because you're seeing clearly. This is the awakening that meditation offers. Not escape from the world, but a new way of being in it. Not perfection, but presence. Not control, but surrender. So if your meditation doesn't feel peaceful, don't give up. It means it's working. Stay with it. Trust the process. Bring kindness to yourself. Be curious. Let each session be a meeting with your inner world. And remember, meditation isn't just something you do for 20 minutes a day. It becomes a way of life. You begin to walk more slowly, listen more deeply, respond more wisely, live more fully. This is what the Buddha discovered under the Bodhi tree. Not a life free of difficulty, but a mind free of delusion. And that freedom is available to all of us, not through striving, but through seeing. Thank you for sitting with me in this exploration. If this message resonated, please share your reflections in the comments. What has your meditation practice revealed to you? What challenges have you faced? What insights have surprised you? If you feel this video could help someone else deepen their path, please like, subscribe, and share it with them. Thank you for watching this video. May your practice be steady, your heart be open, and your mind be a clear mirror reflecting the truth of who you are.